In today's video, we're going to assess this car and see what's popping. Only thing is, it's full of mold. So we're going to address that first. But let's get her outside. In order to do that, I have to move the Jenny. All right, so in the last video, I was able to get it to go into first gear and into reverse. So with that, I'm going to see if I can move it over with its own power. So hopefully it turns on, because I've been having trouble with it turning on. Okay, she's on the floor. Hopefully it starts. My window, adjust my windows. Okay, adjust. Ooh. All right, let's get it. Come on. Come on. I'm lost for words, but oh my God, that's fire. That's amazing. Oh my God. Wow. Now I just have to figure out why it's dying. So hopefully the Bluetooth transmitter for the ECU comes as soon as possible. That way I can data log and figure out what's keeping it from staying on. But that, I can't talk. Damn. Okay, after watching the video for about 20 minutes, let's continue over here. So, before I can even think about moving the Miata, let's get all this situated out the way. I'm gonna organize a little bit. I know I tend to add this into a lot of my videos, me organizing, but content's content. All right, before I take her out, let me show you guys what we got going on. So, there's mold inside the car. So, we're gonna be trying to destroy the mold. In order to do so the most natural way possible, you use white distilled white vinegar. So we're gonna use that, no dilution. I want it as strong as possible. And then we're gonna be putting in some tea tree oil, because I heard tea tree oil attacks molds and doesn't let it to start to grow. So we have that, and a pump to spray and a respirator to not breathe that in, because that is terrible for your lungs, and we want to stay as safe as possible. Let me show you guys how bad this is. It's been in the garage, so don't know how it got this bad, but luckily I used to detail. So we're gonna transform this interior. Look at this. Yuck. Right? Let's go to the other side. Look at this. Okay, with the top down, we have access to the entire car. So now I'm gonna make my mixture. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put this whole entire gallon, and I'm gonna put just a couple drops of this. good amount though. It smells okay. I'm gonna put two shits. Mix it up. Okay, she's completely sprayed up. Everything, even the electronics I got, only because this hasn't had a battery since the winter. Months, it's been months, so I wasn't too worried about messing anything up. I got in here, sprayed everything up. I do have to wait an hour. In the meantime, this is broken, which I didn't know. So I'm gonna take it apart and figure out why. I'm pretty sure it's just the heater core is clogged, and that's it, because I had that issue before. So let's take this apart and get it running. Alright, that took forever, but I figured out that it was this little check valve. I think this is what it's called. Oh, it is clogged. I don't know why, but I'm gonna put some penetrator. I'll fill it up with penetrator. Woo! I'll fill it up with penetrator and have that sit for a while. On top of it not running because of that check valve, I found I had to redo the wiring here because they were burnt for some reason. Look at that. Look how bad that is. There's another one. Look at this one, the other side. That is terrible. I don't know what could have caused that, but I redid it, and then where it was frayed, right here, I just put some heat shrink around both sides. So hopefully no more problems there. All right, guys, I took out the carpet. I'm going to power wash it instead and then extract it. But this little guy is just not as good as that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to order this. Putting the penetrator fluid works because I've done it in the past, but it's way too slow. So I'm just going to, it should be cheap. I'm just going to order this and just use the big guy. Okay, after 2 days of waiting, finally got a replacement piece. We're gonna put it in now and see if it works. This is not the exact same one. This is one I found on Amazon. This was about $17. The original one was like 30 something without shipping. Shipping was more. So for 18 bucks, I think all in, shipped and everything, 2-day shipping, I got this for 18 bucks. So hopefully it works. It's a one-way valve. It fits. Yo, look at that. This came out amazing. What's left is to wipe down the interior. I'm going to be using this 303 aerospace protectant. I'm going to use it the wrong way. You're supposed to use the applicator pad. I'm just going to spray it on. Look how nice that came out. Just wiped it down. There was a little bit of mold still left in here, so I just sprayed that with vinegar. But everything else is perfect. Look at that. I was going to leave them for tomorrow, but I might as well get them done now since I still have some daylight and it hasn't rained. So I'm just gonna wrap this up real quick. Okay, it's the next day. Everything's dry. And with a snap of a finger, everything's just gonna go back to where it goes. Watch this. Why can't I? How the fuck? Ah. Yo, I'm gonna have to clap because I couldn't snap. It's muffled, but here's a clap. Watch it. And there you go. Let me show you guys. Look how beautiful. Oh, I should have put on the steering wheel. Let me do that. Hold on. There you go. Steering wheel on. Now, before I end the video, I do want to give her a wash. So we're going to do it like this. 3, 2, and 1. Yeah. Not the craziest difference in person. On camera, it looks so shiny when it really isn't. This car really needs a clay bar. It's so rough and so bad. Let me show you too. My girl found some rust, so she took it upon herself to try to fix it, but it's not the best. We'll see if we can correct that in a future video. Also, I found this. It's like adhesive all over the back for some reason. Look at this. It's another thing we have to address. But that's the video, guys. I'm gonna end it here.